just kind of like some, swirly desert ambience.
Windy music.
Yeah, well, the sound of the sand has died down. Salt. Yeah, no, I keep saying sand when I mean salt. It's very easy.
Also, can anyone hear my fan in the background? Because it's on, but I'm just a bit worried that people can hear it.
We can hear it only when you're talking, though.
Yeah.
Okay. It's only on setting 1, so...
Alright. Okay, let's get some ambience in here. And so we'll pick up immediately from where we left off as the salt settles, as the whirling winds begin to die down, and the salt elemental himself, Streaksick, the raging salt, ebbs and wanes, collapsing the winds down to the floor, giving... kind of a refreshing silence, and you can actually hear the sounds of animals and wildlife begin to kind of start flocking over the area in curiosity, as the massive salt tornado has stopped. So immediately vultures are like, yes, time to eat people.
O'Neill, my eyes, ow!
Can you see? Are you okay?
Yeah. Look, I don't think I've ever put salt. I don't think I've ever put salt in my eyes. But please remind me never to let me near a grain of salt in my life again. I will happily just have lots of pepper on my food. I do not want salt. No.
Enough salt for a lifetime.
It does get everywhere, doesn't it?
It is in every crevice of my armor.
Oh. This is fine.
I hope this is the only place with salt elementals.
Yeah, they're not fun. I mean, the little fire spritey things, they're cute and occasionally troublesome. Those salt ones, nah, don't like them.
So in the centre, you have again one of these raised daises where a small little plinth rises up from it, and atop it is a circular stone orb, and on one front-facing part of the orb is the carving of an eyeball, so kind of like an iris and things.
Touch it.
The orb is mocking us.
Touch it.
Everyone gather round.
Oh, yeah.
Is mine supposed to be just black?
I'll bring you on, Jaden, but you're not here yet. I'll tell you when you get in, but Jaden, you can be here.
Okay.
In the bottom of the hole. Okay, I'll snap you to where you are.
Okay. I'll just be here for now.
Okay.
We're gathering around.
Right, so
you clear now. Everyone gather on the plinth and give the thing a touch.
Touch it.
All in sync.
Touch.
Yes.
Touch it. Touch it.
Roman will reach forward and touch the eye.
Like a cool
The
scene
eye.
We'll lower our hands at the same time.
Okay, are there actually many shrines left to reveal? There's not, actually. I've pretty much revealed all of them already.
Pretty much, though.
We are completionists, though, you know.
Yeah. So what I will do is I will bring you onto the jungle map, and let's see, how many have we got? We've got.
So that's the third one.
Yeah. So you've done 3, and you've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, you've got all 10 on your map now, and the ones marked with a little green dot are the ones that you have done, but I do see some people have ticked them as well.
Yeah.
So we need another little green dot here.
Yep.
Yeah, one's been double ticked.
And again, your eyesight kind of focuses in, and you can see that you are again creeping down into deeper, darker caverns, and you can definitely tell that you are somewhere central within the jungle. Deep underground, though, and there are many stalagmites and stalactites, meaning that there is some sort of water that is leaking down through into the cavern itself, causing these stone structures, and it's pitch black, but you can see there are lots of small circular objects kind of floating, almost silhouettes moving past. Even with people's dark vision, this vision is very unclear and hazy. You can see them floating by, and it then goes further down this kind of tunnel of a caveway, where past all the kind of stone structures of the natural cavern, into a very large, expansive black void of a cave. And again, you see this huge orange, like almost feline-esque kind of like, you know how eyes, we have circular pupils, and you've got the eyes which have like the slit going up. Yeah.
Like a cat's eye.
Yeah, like a cat's eye. It's a huge one of these orange ones, and it kind of opens up, and you can see that it's almost got this light behind it. You can see all the blood vessels, all the red kind of veins working their way around here as it kind of almost locks down on you. And you then start to see a few other very large but smaller eyes opening. And then you come to.
I think we're getting closer.
So, with three of them, what I will do, however, is give you a general area of where you think the font of life is.
Ooh.
I think we've probably been past it so many times.
We have probably stepped on it.
Probably. May have already broken it.
Yeah, sounds like us.
Centralized, I would think somewhere around Sudak.
You do have one other vision whilst in contact with the eye, as it does kind of branch out and connect to some of the other eye shrines. You can see that this one, you can hear a loud buzzing noise of lots of different buzzings. And
Which one?
But what was that? Sorry.
Which one?
It is, you can feel your connection to the most northerly one next to Hadron's Basin.
Because of your colour, I don't think I saw the ping.
Yeah, the most northerly one near Hadron's Basin. You hear a lot of buzzing, and you can almost see it kind of focusing in on this small eyeball on another dais like the one you're stood right next to, and it starts to zoom out, and you can start to see all the intricacies of what look like a large hive, almost enough for a person to walk through. But then you see something that's a bit more disconcerting. You do see some bipedal humanoid figures with large kind of like is it abdomens, thoraxes, the thing that comes out the back end instead, like where the B ass.
What?
Yeah, big B ass. That comes out from the back of their hip and ends in a stinger, and they are dead upon the floor. As you can see some other horrid, gnarly looking bipedal figures, and they are not covered in a nice set of kind of like tufts of fuzz. They are covered in wiry hair and a very bright, striking yellow jacket look to their stripes. And instead of nice, bright, black kind of like domes for eyes that kind of tinkle and kind of shine in the sun, these have horrid kind of a mess of eyes, and instead of a nice little mouth, horrid black mandibles. As they hold spears and move towards deeper into the hive.
No!
Some
The bees.
disgusting wasp people invading the bee people's hive.
They must all die.
We must stop them.
The bees.
the wasps, aren't that bad. It's just... stop it. Okay.
They're the worst thing ever.
necessarily.
I want to save the bees.
Yes, I know everyone wants to save the bees, but that's next session.
Feels like that's a future vision. It's like and Eve like holds her hands waving in the air, just like a future vision. What's to come? And not immediate danger, which we want to immediately run over there.
We can't be everywhere at once, sadly.
No.
We have other pressing matters.
Are we still going to head to the Mage Tower, or do you want to try and knock out another Rai Shrine?
Oh, I would be very interested in checking out Hadron's Basin in this tower.
I mean,
We
want
have-
to do any more eye things?
Sedge.
Wasn't there meant to be like a town that we were going into?
Yes, Zipol.
I suppose.
Yes.
That's our next
Let's
stop.
just to the north of you.
We should take a look around this place and perhaps take some time to rest before we make our next move.
Yeah, you can more than happily feel free to take a look around.
See if there's any other fools, intrepid adventurers who met unfortunate ends.
Yeah, roll investigation checks if you're just having a general kind of rummage around, trying to investigation or perception, and depending on which one you choose, I can give you different bits of information because they're different skills you're using.
Let's see.
Strong start for Norman and Ron.
I will do guidance on Neve if she's.
I'm trying to open myself up, but for some reason only T-Rex will open and nothing will. Okay, it's crashed. That'll be right. I'll be back in a bit.
Wonderful.
Only T-Rex. Unless Rob wants to roll for me.
Yeah, I
I
can do.
imagine you'd be rolling perception.
I'm also Wolf Neve, so I don't know if that helps.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Smells salty.
Yeah,
It does smell, and my nostrils are so full of snort.
Snalt. James Snalt. So guidance and perception. You rolled a 13.
Oh,
A 13 total with guidance and plus 10.
Cool.
yeah.
Yep,
Amazing.
it was great.
You could have rolled worse.
You could have.
Just.
Yeah.
But we'll start with Norman. So Norman's 25 on perception. Norman is kind of taking down a hunkered stance, and he's slowly turning around, assessing the area, seeing what his eyes can pick up. And Norman is able to pick up the slight glint of something that doesn't fit in with the rest of the rock, that doesn't look like the normal salt. And after a little bit of rummaging, you can find a few emaciated corpses of what look like intrepid adventurers. And you can see that their armor and gear is all just absolutely rusted to fuck because of the sheer amount of salt here, and it's just kind of corroded and eaten into it. But the one thing that is particularly glinting is a +1 longsword. Just, I know it's not nothing massive for you guys at this level, but it's still extra magic stuff.
It's money, at the very
It's
least.
money,
Some
yeah. It's money or
That's just
something we
money.
can burn into a forge.
Forge burn.
Yes.
Roman, on the other hand, he's not trying to look with his senses. He's more taking in the area and trying to piece things together. He's using his intelligence to look at things and see what doesn't look right, what's out of place, how does that link to what's going on. And you're kind of first looking at the area where Streak 6, the Raging Salt, was stood, and you can see that it's almost heavily more densely packed salt here. And everything seems to be radiating out from here. And you can see that there are a few almost kind of tentative, kind of like breaks in the air around here. Almost kind of like the wiggle of air, of hot tarmac, that kind of visual
Like a heat
distortion.
haze.
Yeah, like a heat haze, that visual distortion. And can you make an Arcana check, Roman?
I smell magic. 16.
So you're not too sure about it, but you can definitely tell that these are some kinds of these are physical tears in some kind of boundary here in the world, and it looks like they're weakening and waning ever so slightly. They're getting lesser, but you don't know the exact nature of what this means or its relation to other stuff going on.
But what I could piece together was what we learned about this whole thing about the quasi-plane of soul. Perhaps these tears that are possibly closing. I guess while we have like a short rest, I'll cast detect magic
Okay.
and have a look into it a bit further.
Okay, so it's not a magical effect as such. There's no kind of school of magic associated with it. But you can definitely... I'm going to say with Detect Magic, you can feel an intrinsic connection to the weave and stuff like that. And you can feel that there are kind of breaking downs. Like, the weave is almost like a river flowing through all various different ways, like a current of wind. And it's very slow and gradual, not quick like an air current, and you can almost kind of visually see all these different kinds of flowing patterns around. And in these bits where the visual distortion is, you can see that these kind of bands of moving currents, there's almost kind of like, it looks frayed, like a frayed bit of yarn, and it's kind of then kind of fractured, and you can see it's slowly beginning to knit itself back together.
So something was causing a break in the weave. Perhaps things like this are related to what's causing the difficulty with teleportation magic.
Yes, that is what I was just thinking. If there is hairs across the lands, perhaps this is interfering with it somehow, and if they can be fixed or patched.
That's a really good way of describing it. Hairs, the weave. It's like slow moving hairs that kind of ripple and wave all around, and they're all moving in different directions, but just like hair, some of them clump together in larger strands and form kind of locks and things like that.
Well, maybe these plants or things might either be intrinsically connected to the places that they're pulling through, or maybe that it's just whatever creature or thing,
Wherever
being that's behind the font.
wherever we seem to go and we find these things, that there's some sort of strange new life or mutation.
A strange phenomenon.
Yes.
It makes sense that, if it's a being that doesn't want to be found
Yes.
within the font,
seems-
like the font's life that doesn't want to be found, then it's probably in its own place, like just here but not quite here.
Sorry if I'm speaking completely out of context, but this is the second one of these things I've been present for, and what's with the giant eye? And other eyes. I'm very confused.
Basically, don't know how much you know of what happened in the desert with the dragonborn and the like, but it seems that parts of our pilgrimage is taking us to places that are connected to powerful and ancient beings. The last one was I'm trying to think of the title that it had. Ancient one, fiery.
Eldritch.
Eldritch, yes. But like it is a original thing that we got. Anyway, big ancient being that in order to save its people, the Dragonborn decided to take them away and keep them safe. So when we defeated him in the most polite battle to have ever existed, he said to us that there are others like him and that there's others that wouldn't be as friendly as him. And
Was that a dragon we saw? I didn't realize dragons
yeah.
had lots of eyes.
Not sure that was necessarily a dragon, but some sort of ancient being.
It's yeah.
My guess is it's a beholder. That's the font of life, I'm sure.
I don't like that.
We are definitely being watched along this pilgrimage.
What's a beholder? Sorry, you're saying things that I'm not familiar with.
Oh, it's a big evil ball of eyes.
Yeah, ball of eyes, real bad.
Yes.
An aberration.
Turns off magic.
But to get to the original point, basically, we kind of got these inklings of what these ancient things are because they have a connection to the realm of dreams. And that's how we sort of got to speaking with the last one. And in the jungle, we've seen eyes, big, ruby eyes, and a sort of a vision of Thaera horribly dying to it. So we'll see. But it seems like it might not be as friendly as the last one.
Right. Okay. I think that gives me more context. Maybe.
It is very confusing.
It's very strange with the dragons coming back. As far as I was aware, the rest of the world would have been like they've always they never left. We did kind of change reality.
Yeah, beforehand, literally no one knew about it.
Yes, it is like waking up a piece of the land.
Yes, whatever we're doing, it seems to be bringing Thaera out of this torpor.
So it seems like this being is also hidden away.
Perhaps another one who is hidden from the Great Corruptor, but we won't know until we get closer.
So either they're physically underground, chilling in a giant cave of unending darkness,
Eyes.
or is in a slight pocket place of quasi. Is that what you said? Cool. Yeah, or something like that.
Thinking back to before this long tangent, defeating this salt elemental seems to be repairing this tear in the weave somewhat. So we can find more like this, as you said. Perhaps we could do something about it. Although I feel we may have to head to Varisha to learn more information, and well, we're too busy right now.
Yes.
Can't leave the jungle until we're done.
It does feel like a lot to do for a small group. Not gonna lie. Like it's a lot of responsibility of things on school.
It's a lot more responsibility than hide from the scary vampire.
Yeah, like I feel like we don't need to fix everybody's problems.
Yes, we can't, and unfortunately, we can't just break into Thaera's, bedroom and steal things to fix things.
Yes.
Yeah, we've tried.
We tried.
That was a good first dream. Got everything we wanted.
I'll tell you what, I'm pretty exhausted from that battle. Perhaps we should take some time to rest and then head for Zapol.
Yes, that is a good idea.
God, yeah.
Right, so feel free to have a short rest, and once the short rest is over, Jaden can descend as a fart cloud from the sky.
Link's Africa. You know that spell anywhere.
It's like a cloud of Link's Africa and weed comes down and does a little spin. lands on top of Roman.
Yeah.
Get off.
Oh wait, was this a short rest?
Yeah, short rest.
Hey, the
And then
boy
goes to-
returns.
Goes to Norman and turns back into Jaden. And he's sat on your shoulders. All right there, lads. You missed
Hello.
me.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey,
Aww.
when you supposed to be going on like a big soul-searching adventure with Gara?
Oh god, that was like so boring. And he told me to fuck off.
Minute.
Was I? Oh well, he kept like fanning me away and stuff. Like he got like a really big like leaf, and he was just like whacking me constantly, going, "Go away, lads! I'm so
Go on the
edgy."
empty journey on his own.
Yeah, clearly.
Gambling.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Snuck off and tried not to take Jaden and Norman with him. Fool.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd come back to you guys because like.
It is better that you are not off on your own.
yeah, I guess so.
Gar will be fine with the blood hunters. They can do their secret blood huntery things together.
Yeah,
There's
the
self business.
the boring shit.
Crazy cult business.
Mm.
Did I miss anything? I'm starving.
Well,
Jaden, it's very salty here, and you can already
Yeah.
taste the salt like on your
Salty
tongue and
jerky.
everything. It's
Don't
just
think you want the
it's
jerky.
very, very dry.
Definitely don't want that.
Oh, why is it salty?
this place is filled with salt.
Everywhere here is made of salt. The entire rock and the floor that you're stood on is salt. You cannot see
Ooh.
anything but salt and the sky.
Yeah, there were some elementals,
Roman,
some
why don't
zombies.
you take some of this salt and you can use it for our dinners?
Rock salt.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Jaden's gonna grab a piece as well.
It's kind of like almost that orangey brown colour of salt. Like that proper big blocks of rock salt.
Yeah.
Very well.
Just don't lick it, baby.
Don't
Yeah,
yeah.
Roman
Don't
will
eat
add a-
sure.
salty rocks.
Roman will add a jar of rock salt to his provisions.
I
Yeah,
also have some rock salt.
that can weigh as much as you want it to weigh. You can have as much as you
to
want.
Make our dinners nice and flavorful with salt.
Yeah.
Made straight from a salt elemental.
Delicious.
Ooh, look, it's got some of my blood and eye on it.
Ooh,
Tasty.
zombie
Infused with
jerky.
iron.
Gotta forget that zombie jerky garnish.
Elemental salts. Delicious.
Pink salt.
Ooh, yes. What a nice recipe.
Well, I feel like not having salt in my eyes. So should we go somewhere else? Do I
Snake
need
with
to?
the ball. Although, oops, sorry,
Oh, it's okay.
go on.
I was just being like, do I need to do spell things?
No, I don't
No,
think.
we still are. We can still cloud ourselves.
Yeah, we still have
Yeah.
6. We still have like 6 hours left.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's true. Okay.
We should take some time to find some game in the jungle.
That's easy enough.
Something decent to eat.
Well,
Pie?
I mean, the meat would also be handy, I suppose. But I mean, for skins,
Yes.
What kind of skins do you want?
meat.
There are many hides that we need. Many different ones.
Yeah, fuck. Where the fuck is the thing?
Text handouts, jungle handout,
Oh,
hide
is this
wanted.
for the? Oh, you want in things for money and stuff.
Like,
Yes.
I mean,
I thought you were
the,
gonna like use it for something useful.
the larger valued ones are the Death Tyrant and Triceratops and Brontosaurus.
Right.
Stegosaurus also not terrible.
Okay,
in
so
value.
if you are wanting to do hunting, I will first need a d20 roll from anyone who's proficient in either stealth or survival to be able to track down an animal. And this d20 roll will determine what kind of tracks you find.
Okay. So, oh yeah, also there's huge, enormous dinosaurs here.
It's really, really big.
Oh,
Yeah.
Stompy Joe.
Well, do you?
I kind of want to see if there's any more huge tyrant cool things, but we should head into the jungle, away from the tyrant plains. To
As you fly over, you will see a colossal-sized T-Rex that's covered in what its scales look more like rocks. And you can see it's literally pulling up the earth with each of its kind of impacts from its feet as it's stomping around, and it is doing battle with a giant ankylosaurus that seems to beat the ground and send out rippling thunder waves and crackling lightning bolts with its tail that swings towards it. And they are fight. They are basically kaiju.
That's very cool, but I feel like they're a bit big for the trader that you're.
Yes, they're not the kind of things that we're looking to skin. How do we even skin such a thing?
Through your entirety of like traveling over the tyrant's plane, you can see that there are all these monumentally sized dinosaurs, but they all have some kind of elemental affinity to them.
Look, it's a water pterodactyl.
Yeah, that's canon now. That there is a water pterodactyl that flies through the fart clouds that you are and goes. And there's water everywhere now. You're all slightly wetter fart clouds.
Yeah, rain clouds. No. Well, I mean, we can either hunt one of these things, or we can go further into the jungle and fight something smaller.
We want regular size. I mean, as regular as they can
My
be.
only request is that we go for something that's either like elderly or weak. Is just.
Well, we want decent hide.
Well, it seems a waste to just take out the most healthy of the pride. Respecting nature and all that.
Well,
You could just go for young ones. They usually have
We
something.
do need to eat though as well. The hides are a bonus that we could have.
Yes.
It has to be the size of the big ones, right? You're not going to eat the entire thing in one night. Even if
No, but we have means to store provisions.
Oh, gee.
I mean, does anyone have food on them? I am like pure starving, lad.
Yeah, well, eat something. I'm sure you have your own food.
you're a cloud, Jaden. You're a cloud.
God, I think salt got in all of my rations.
There is salt in everything.
Well, I will. Do you want me to look, or is somebody else looking?
I think you'd be best.
I can't even
Bear
help.
in
I don't
mind-
have any training.
You're alright.
I'm not going to look for the biggest.
So you've kind of come over to the jungle side now. So let's move you guys to represent where you are. So you'll probably be around about Nya. If I actually.
You can find
Yeah, like
you can find a
you're
death tyrant.
so terrible at the moment.
Be excellent.
Um,
Raz.
but
number two.
so not a survivor roll, just a D20 roll at the moment.
Okay.
Two.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so you spent an hour and you can find no tracks of game.
Shit.
I don't know. I'm losing it, guys.
I think Neve's doing it on purpose.
No.
What? Wow.
Food, food, hides.
I'm just trying to find a good, respectful thing to go and hunt instead of just,
I don't know. I accidentally put that in as the observer, but sure. That's that's kind of the D20 roll I'm asking for, and that's kind of what kind of trails you can find. And unfortunately, on a 1 to 2, you find no animals, and it took you an hour.
Yeah.
Well, let's try. We'll try one more before we head for the...
Okay.
Yeah.
18. So you have found some tracks of some large-sized game, and if you want to hunt it down, it will take you about 4 hours. But it is a large creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's got a limp.
Yes,
Well,
let's,
I mean-
we will hunt it.
Yeah. And then we will still have time to be able to fly
See
to,
what kind of-
you know,
See what
somewhere
kind,
we
what it,
need to.
find out what it is, and see if Neve can have a look at it.
Let me double check what large dinosaurs there are.
Yeah, a few large ones, I suppose.
Yeah, and there's a few huge ones.
Yeah, there's a few huge ones, and let's have a look, see what the size, large, apply filter. You have found that you are on the tracks of an Allosaurus. Do I actually have an Allosaurus down on your list of things?
You do.
I do. Fantastic.
Allosaurus 20 GP.
Mm.
Small game, but it'll do. 4 hours though. Oh.
Must be an easier way to find dinosaurs.
Yes, I mean, there are spells that can locate something,
yeah,
but that means having spells
Yeah. And sleep
prepared.
gestures that empty spell out.
That's an excellent idea. I think we should remember that for next time.
Perhaps we could just have a day at some point where we do. And
We fought around and locate, and locate creatures.
Decent injured thing right there.
A perfectly good injured thing.
Right, one from me. You asked me to get a thing, I have provided.
Yeah, but 20 gold every 5 hours isn't actually... It's not good.
Not a bad little money. Ugh.
That's
It is! It's not money.
kind of a little bit about some money.
I dislike this greatly.
Take out the chart. We've been over this, Neve. It's completely about the money. Look here.
Opens empty purse. Look, there are moths in here.
Yes, we need money.
Why
to
do you keep
continue
moths
our
in there?
journey.
Don't let them fly out there worth something.
Saving the world is
Oh, no.
extremely expensive.
Of course it. Oh shit! I killed it.
See, protein.
Oh, it's all dusty.
Neve, do you know how much I owe Honeyo for resurrection materials? That's only going to go up.
Hey, I was the one that got you out of the thing.
I owe you too. But that's not the point.
Yeah,
There's the point.
Neve did jump straight in there and slide down and take you out.
Yeah.
I'm asking for no gold, only a soul. No.
Wait, a song?
No.
I guess my soul does belong to Neve, technically.
Oh, thanks.
I'm sure that you, Norman, of all people, could find the perfect gift for Neve to repay her for saving your life.
What?
You are very good at gift giving.
That's true.
Yes, I am.
I mean,
Looks
last
back.
time I didn't get a homemade present, which I was also sad.
I kind of understand your reservations about the hunting, but we're hardly here to destroy the population of the jungle.
Well, no, I think it's just I can't help the principle of it. I'm trying to be better, or something like that. Well, I don't know if I am.
I'm
But
glad my patron hasn't turned out to be evil.
Yeah, so we hunt the Allosaurus.
Yes.
Yep, and just give me a survivor roll. I'm going to say, what's the DC of an Allosaurus? I think it's like it's DC. It's CR2. So I'm going to need a DC 12 survivor roll to actually just hunt it down and kill it. I have no doubt in my mind that you guys, as a level 13 party, can kill a CR2 dinosaur without taking really any damage.
So can I get some assistance in case I say no?
If anyone is proficient in survival, then yes, they can assist you.
I'm not. I
am not.
I'm not.
Maybe Gara is.
Would guidance help?
Wait, actually,
It's
actually, are you?
so you actually find you track it back to a small little kind of like nesting ground for some Allosaurus and roll a d6.
I'm like reserved and whatnot, and then I just feel like
Right. Okay. You found the nesting ground, but only one was home. You still find the one Allosaurus.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
I was trying to be nice.
Thank you, Neve.
Ta-da!
It'll do.
My claws are slightly
Yeah,
bloody,
no,
and she's just like, ee.
but
And I
his
appreciate
legs
it.
are
Yeah,
weird.
it's especially with the time. It is better. Like if we could have the opportunity to find more at once.
So it doesn't take you long to take the hide off, so you do have the hide, but it is a large creature, and you could get a large amount of meat from it. But if you
we're
want,
not going to throw it to waste.
it would take about 8 hours to harvest all the meat off this large creature. Like,
Those are like choice cuts, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think the rest can go back to the land.
okay,
I'm sure
so
something will come along.
roll a d20, and that's how many pounds of meat pounds of choice cut
Who
meat
would
you
like
get.
to roll?
3 pounds of choice cut meat. This was a really shit Allosaurus. Like,
Yeah, look, I told you, his
I mean,
legs are
we
weird.
he was looking for a chance.
The legs where the good meat is.
Practically a skeletal one.
Yeah, Neve said, I want to find the shittiest one.
Sounds like a 97-year-old Allosaurus.
Yeah, so the one where we're literally pouring it out of its misery.
Sick and dying, not dead.
This is our silent
I mean,
process
like-
of making money off of hives.
Is this meat even good?
It's fine.
3 pounds of perhaps several
If
tons
it
of
asked you for a
dinosaur.
good, decent, meaty one, you wanted a thing with hide on, it's got hide on it.
It looks like it's been attacked by the Sand Elemental King. Salt Elemental King.
So we just, I just got a small fucking morsel off it. There we go.
One
So that, I
steak.
suppose that will do for our dinner later.
Well,
I
someone
I've got
delicious.
like, enough for a meal for everyone.
I feel kind of sad for it. Does anyone else feel sad for it?
I feel sad
I
for us.
feel sad.
Poor old thing.
This-
Well, at least it's in a better place now.
Did you see how it looked at Neve before she killed it? It was almost saying, "Just make it quick."
Please.
And I tried!
No predators want to eat me.
She tried. She just kept rolling really, really low damage over and over and over again.
That's fine, next time I'll fight a herd, I'll just slaughter the whole thing.
Shall we just set up camp here? Obviously, nothing else was living here. This thing barely was.
Is this our new home?
So
By
we can,
default.
so let's head to Zapol. We have a small amount of time left of
Yes,
the.
I think we will have enough time to zip our way to Zippel.
Right.
We've got like an hour left.
You flying
Okay.
towards Zipul, yes? Right, so you will make it there.
Like half an hour.
Yeah, make it there in about half an hour. And as you are flying over towards Zipul, you kind of come across the Karasat peaks, and you can see there's lots of these stone mesas, but along the very mountain range itself, a lot more of the rocks are detached and seem to be floating in tandem side of the actual mountain and cliff edges. You can see they're constantly draped in these vines and flowers, and there's lots of different kind of flowers that you haven't actually seen. It looks like these floating rocks are their own completely unique biome, and you can see there are shoals, like massive almost waves of these colourful birds that kind of own the sky around this area, and it is a cacophony of singing and almost like a hymn coming from all these birds. And you can see there are substantially a lot more wild Umpanshi around here. And as you're flying across, you can see that some of them have nestled down.
Flying dinos, aren't they?
Yeah. Some of them are kind of nested down and actually have large nests on some of these larger bits of this floating hue stone that is kind of away from the Kurasat peaks. And as you're getting closer towards Zippel, you can see that the ground underway is a bit more wet. You can see there are some smaller streams and estuaries that are moving through the valleys in between each of these like mesas and peaks, until you can start to see that atop some of these plinths, there are some dwarven buildings, and they are kind of on top of all these different spines and rock structures, and they're well separated from each other atop these little peaks, but there's loads of different ropes and bridges connecting each of them, and you can even see that people along some of these very large ropes, there are these kind of contraptions and baskets, almost kind of like cable cars moving along, made of wood, that seem to be transporting different goods and things around. And lots of dwarves moving around, some of them on Upanchi themselves, flying around the area, as well as other people, as we'll move you over to the map of Zipul.
Yay.
Pretty.
When it loads in, that is.
Oh, yay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And let me get... And it's quite breezy here. And I can't find the right kind of thing for lots of loud singing birds. Because I'll probably get annoying very quickly. So we'll just use Windy Hilltop.
One kookaburra would do it too.
Yeah.
So where are we?
So you're coming in from the south, and it depends on whereabouts you actually want to kind of go down. And you can see that a lot of these have kind of walkways and gantries around the sides of the rocks, whereas some of them do have paved kind of like pathways and stuff on the top. And you can see like the main kind of crux and kind of like built up area is kind of this one here. This central one, and you can see there is a grander, what looks like almost like a town hall or kind of guild hall or something along there. It's got more importance to it, but all of these are very dwarven structures, similar to what you saw in Zudak, where they kind of white rock gilded with kind of gold inlay and outlinings. And you can see there are lots of different people moving around, kind of transporting different goods. You can see people are up on some of these floating rocks that are kind of up and around the area. So it's not shown on the map, but there's lots of rocks at different altitudes above you as well. And you can see they're harvesting different kind of fruits and flowers and things from it, and rearing different animals down by the water.
So where do we land?
Here. There.
Just head straight for the center.
I mean, people might be like, "Whoa."
No, we obviously find somewhere out of the way to rematerialize.
Yeah. I don't know. You point the place, we'll go.
Okay, let's head over here.
There it is.
Okay.
Let's actually change the ambience to a proper town ambience. This is just too relaxing and quiet.
Oh, the party's so huge!
We are very large.
Yeah.
Ah, such a lovely little token. Beautiful artwork.
Okay, so you'll kind of descend down at a more discreet location, not just like in the middle of a crowd. And there aren't actually many people moving around this area. There's a few people kind of, you can see kind of hustling about kind of like houses and things like that. And similar to the dwarves of Zudak, the majority of people, it's very hard to find someone who isn't covered head to toe in tattoos here. And
For us, because we decided not to get cool tattoos.
All right.
That could have been us. We could have got matching tattoos.
Have you seen this place? Have you seen how much fucking Hewstone they have here? They're not even using half of it. Look, they have way more than enough.
Well, you you understand how the dwarves work, right? All about being in tune with nature and such.
I know, but
anything on an industrial scale.
But think of the countless lives we could save if we had a solid air navy.
Maybe not a navy, but compromise might.
Some
be something
support?
to
Some
keep
air
in mind.
support?
Yeah, just any kind of air support.
You never know. Maybe these these
how much
dwarves might
They may
listen
How much,
more to
how much
Maybe more
our advice.
would be
reasonable.
required to lift a ship into the air?
Um,
Looking by their chat keys, you'll have to be careful how you say it.
it will have to be done on an industrial scale. If you wanted even a small frigate, let alone any kind of flagship or anything like that, it does require a lot. I'm not going to lie. The last one was put out of commission about 50 years ago, and that rock was all the way from the Thor, and there's no chance of us getting back down there to mine that.
I see.
Then maybe they might have a way. They've been out here for a while on their own, you know.
So, what's our
We are
first
here,
port?
there's, we can only ask.
What's the first port of call? We're going to go try and find the speaker of this town?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah. What time of day are we on? So like
Well,
Mid-
it's
mid to
we
late
had out
afternoon.
in the morning, and it's been like almost 8 hours now. So
yeah, so it's kind of
So,
towards
like-
the end of the day,
yeah.
like mid afternoon probably.
Yeah, like you sort of like 5 o'clock equivalent in the evening.
I mean,
you have business with the person in charge, and
I mean,
I suppose I should deliver my message.
Yeah. If
I
we
mean-
can get an audience with the speaker or their king or whatever they have here.
it's speakers. So the dwarven culture, they all reside under the Forge Lord, and then each of the separate towns has speakers appointed for them.
I mean,
Yeah,
if
very
you can convince this one, maybe convince another, maybe that will help eventually in convincing the Forge Lord.
Yeah, I mean,
I know this is a huge ask.
it's a long shot. I mean, I don't know of this speaker, but I know of the dwarven culture, and it's I don't even fucking know why we came here. This is just stupid. We're not going to get anywhere.
There is no reason to not ask. If we don't ask, we don't get.
The dwarves don't even care about what's going on. All they care about is their stupid fucking jungle.
Well,
Yeah,
their
but
jungle will be in danger should the war be upon us from the hells, which it will be. If we can just make them see, make them understand, perhaps they would be willing to at least try and discuss how they could help. If even if it's that is all we can get from today, you know?
Maybe. Sorry, it's just hard to see the silver lining to any of this at the moment.
Is there any specific customs for this place that you're supposed to bring the speaker a gift or bow or do
The same.
anything in particular?
Not particularly. What customs I did learn about the dwarves before I came here. The only real respect you need to do is pay respect to the Forge Lord, but the speakers are appointed officials, they're not royalty or anything.
Yeah, so no need to call them your grace.
No.
No. Well,
Oh, thank God.
I mean, just in case we do have a nice, fresh hide that we hunted, we could.
What?
Well, you know, we got a hide that we could give him if we do need a gift, and there's no money involved. Just saying. Husband.
You know, O'Neill, what you mentioned about talking with the speakers to convince the Forge Lord to act might be a great idea.
I think if the Forge Lord, he has made up his mind now. So the only thing that will convince him are people like his speakers, not people like us, the outsiders. It would have to be people that he trusted, people that he knows.
Perhaps if these speakers require more convincing than just words, we can offer assistance with something, perform a service.
Yes.
Whatever
That's
we can
very
do
going,
to get as many people on our side when it comes time for the great corruptor.
It is about rallying the people. And if they can work together, then they are going to be stronger than those of us who have to work alone.
That's what it's all about.
And I reckon if like Norman brings in his charm, they'll be sold.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whilst you're kind of moving through this main square, you can also see there's a tavern here. So there are taverns and small little shops around here. It is by no means like a commercial or market town. This looks like it could be one of the only few areas that a tavern or a bunch of shops would actually be. The rest of it seems either to be little homesteads or purely kind of like agricultural areas. I was about to say industrial, but it's very much agricultural, not industry.
Are we heading to the speaker first?
Yes, I suppose we should. No need to...
Straight to the root.
Yes. Is this what the speaker's place?
Yes. You can see that there's kind of like a small gatehouse here, and the gates are open, and there's only one guard there, and he's wearing what looks like half plate, but it's very revealing half plate, as in it is half of his body is covered in plate, the rest of it is naked, showing his tattoos, and they have he has a glaive in his hand with a very kind of natural filigree kind of embossing around it. As
We approach the gate.
hold up, friends. It's nearly closing time. What's your business at the speakers hall?
We need to speak. We need to talk with the speaker.
That's a reasonable answer, I suppose. I mean, he should be available. He normally likes to go for dinner soon, but I think he's still holding open office. So, is there anything you'd like me to pass on a message about? I'm not sure how quickly he'll be able to see you.
Tell him that Don's light are here to see him, and we would like an audience when he is available.
Aye. All right. If you lot wait here, there's a small little waiting room, and then we'll see about getting you in. So he is stopping you at the gates. It looks like this whole area is kind of reasonably sectioned off and guarded. You can see there is a very slight wall that goes around the entire area as well. And you'll be kind of it's almost like, so you've got this kind of big gatehouse, and to the side of the actual gate there are two small rooms. So there's a room on each side, and it's very much like a little taxi cab, almost kind of like waiting room that you're put into. It's that kind of size with those kind of just wooden chairs there. And
Are these chains?
they're chains on the map, but they're actually just big ropes. Actually, in my
like ferries that winch you across the gap.
yes,
Oh, cool.
that's what I said by like big cable cars and things like that, transporting goods and people across the different gaps.
Ooh. Fun.
And it'll be.
Fun.
It'll be about 15 minutes before someone actually comes back to you and goes, "I am speakers ready here before you. If you want to come this way."
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, lad.
Much quicker than I was expecting, honestly.
As you, the guard over here, she goes, "You're actually quite lucky you've caught him at the end of the day. He's already had most of his appointments. He said he was willing to squeeze in prospective heroes."
Oh, this is very good of him.
Yes, I hope word of us has got around.
Okay, so there's no map for inside the speakers hall because I don't have the mental capacity to just set up maps for every talkie encounter.
Yeah.
as nice as it is to have the visual aid,
Everyone wanted to kick off and start murdering everyone.
Sure, then we'll put a pin in it and you can start again next week.
No, I'd rather not.
Yeah. So, as you go through, it's very similar architecture to the throne room that you met the Forge Lord in, but there seems to be a lot smaller. Like, there's not as anywhere near as high vaulted ceilings or anything like that. And you can see that there are lots of more kind of offshoot rooms. You can tell this is more kind of like an administrative office. As you can see, there are a few other dwarves moving around, some with kind of like stacks of papers and things like that. As you kind of come through into a small, almost mayoral type room that's got like large plants with bright budding flowers all around it. The ceiling is hanging with different vines and kind of offshoots of these plants. And there's a few little potted like succulents and things. And then you've got a very well carved wooden desk that you can see sat behind it in a dwarven style heighted chair is the speaker, and he is a very square dwarf. Like, a lot of the dwarves are quite bulky. That he is extra bulky. It's hard to tell from sitting down, but he could potentially be wider than he is tall. He's got a very strong jawline to him, and he's only got a beard coming straight out of his chin. So that's the only part where the hair's coming out is the chin, and it's down in a very long single braid that's got different bits of plants woven into it, as well as ending in a kind of a bright golden kind of ringlet. And his hair is shaved on both sides, and all of it is then pulled back into another long braid going down his back, and of course covered head to toe in tattoos. And he goes, welcome, please take a seat. I've heard that you lot are heroes. My name is Speaker Ulbrich, here of Zipul. What can we do for you?
Greetings, Speaker Ulbrich. I come bearing my message. I must spread it to everyone. These are dire times, and the great corruptor is returning.
Yes. This isn't the first news of it to pass my ears. We're quite on the pulse with receiving missives and pigeons from around. It's not good to keep ourselves isolated from issues from the outside world. It's better to keep ourselves an ear to the ground, as it were, on these things. Helps us keep things in balance. Now,
forward of you.
Very smart.
But
his generals roam the world, and one of them roams the jungle.
You can see that Ashley is quite fidgety, and she is getting antsy. Aye. A dreaded general of the great corruptor walking our jungles. Terrible times indeed. This does not bode well for the natural order of the jungle. It will surely upset our gods. Now, please, my ears are more open than I assume most of my companions and speakers. What is it you would ask of me?
We would ask your aid, the aid of your people. Once the Forge Lord understands our plight and the plight of the world, he is hesitant to act. We would ask that the speakers would ask him.
We would need all of us all together to actually be able to have any kind of say, and being able to get us all in a summit together, that's completely different as well. You need the speaker from Zutor and Zikam, all three of us
on the island. I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. In perhaps a pinch, if it is so unlikely you are going to be in the same locale, so to speak, perhaps some sort of a seal of endorsement for your support that we could present to the Forge Lord, and we can travel to the other speakers if this is more agreeable for yourself.
I appreciate what you're saying, but it's a heavy ask. I'm still not fully informed on the whole necessities and ins and outs of this situation. I'm aware that the Corruptor may be returning, and his general may seek to sow dissent and dismay amongst the jungle itself and cause a bit of turmoil for our people. But you're asking for me to endorse sending our people to war.
It is not just a case of upsetting the jungle. There are places where the hells, the barrier is thin. They are coming through. This is happening now. And if they are allowed to continue, if the Great Corruptor steps foot in this land, it will not only upset the jungle, it will destroy everything.
The rate things are accelerating. There could be full-on invasion come the end of the swelling.
We need support. We need provisions. If would you be willing to aid us with the provision of some of your Houston?
Yes,
then,
Ashley immediately jumped. She's already speaking by the time you're turning. Look, when the hells come through, their armada of flying fiends will descend upon this land like a swarm of locusts. Unless we have the means to combat them in the air, they will rip the soil from underneath you and plunder this land dry. We need some way of rebuilding a navy like the great kingdom of the Four once. Whoa, Missy, you need to calm down. This is a lot. Look, it's well and good trying to convince me, and I'm willing to help, but you can't simply just mine the Houston. You're speaking of building navies. This is an entire ecosystem. You're not aware of the livelihoods of all great things that live here.
May I speak for a moment? It's potential of that is what we're wanting in our part is either feet on the ground and arms and men and women, dwarves that may be willing to help us defend this land and others, or provisions, potentially not necessarily the full amount of which we desire, but this is where talking between our people is going to be key, because potentially your people have a way of maybe helping us along this way that isn't as destructive as just mining from all of what we can find in a desperate hope, or if there's alternatives. I think this is a conversation that has to happen, otherwise you have the potential of people panicking at the last moment and grabbing what they can.
Sorry.
People need to be prepared, yes.
Look, it's all well and good you trying to convince me, but you need to give me enough enough arrows in my quiver to try and convince the Forge Lord. And he's a lot more... what's the word? Stubborn. No, not stubborn. I wouldn't mean disrespect like that. Traditional than I. And he knows more deeply the sacrifice that our people have made in the past to combat the Great Corruptor. And he would not be willing to do something as monumental as potentially sacrificing more lives without showing that others are willing to do the same. During the First War, it was dwarves who suffered the most casualties. It was us who had the greatest blow dealt to us because we were the only ones willing to take action. Now, you're going to have to convince him everyone else is willing to take the same level of action for him to want to dip into the ring. And at this point, it would be really great if Gara was here with the aspect of self-sacrifice.
Then how would we be able to fetch you arrows? Rather than us grasping at straws that we don't have, what can we fetch?
What can we do for you?
We wouldn't ask you to do this for nothing. We would, of course, offer service.
And we have already been through Kali and they know of the demon threat.
Yes, the people of the desert are willing to help.
Yes.
Look, if you're willing to do something for me, it's more of a personal matter, and I'm not sure how it aligns with, really, that of the Forge Lord. But the Blight of Ipanui needs to be stopped. When
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I was going to mention.
you can see he's got a very solemn look on his face now, and it's like
we were sent. We visited there after speaking with the Forge Lord. He had sent ambassadors. Needless to say, there was not much left of them when we got there.
Please, stay your tongue slightly. I know well and truly what happened to the ambassadors here. I know what happened to my son when he went out trying to talk to them, and I am adamantly against their continued existence here in the jungle. Now, Loa, forgive me if my rage is taking too much of a hold, but they don't belong in this world. They're in the dead mother. She is a bitch of a god, and her foul stench pervades and upsets the balance of the jungle more than these demons.
They're foul, dangerous folk. Many undead creatures and ghosts reside there.
Now,
if we were to fight them, we wouldn't be able to do it alone, I believe.
Look, honestly, I would love to ask you to kill them and get them out of here. But if you truly want my support, just get my son's body home.
This is something we may be able to do.
Yes.
Aye.
We'll return your son to you for a proper funeral.
I don't know what those...
What is his name?
His name is... Fuck...
That's a great name.
How do you spell that? Hey, how many U's are in that?
How many K's?
What's it say?
His name's Olberson.
Colbison. Okay.
His name's Olberson.
Okay.
We'll go through the details, of course. Would you have a possession of his in which we would be able to find him?
He will start rummaging around his little desk, and he will pull out like what looks like a little dried. It looks like an empty ink vial that's still got some of the ink dried on the inside. And he's like, "This was it's kind of corked and stuff. And it's like, this was his pigments he made for his first tattoo when he was just a lad."
Neve looks very like throughout the whole conversation, very sort of like I don't know the best way, like lots of thoughts are going in her head, and she's sort of like very politely gestures so she can take it from him.
I guess it's no good now, really. I mean, if I trade this or his body, I think I'd want his body back. So, and he's kind of like fighting with himself whether to hand it over to you, as it's clearly very sentimental to him.
We would obviously be able to return this as well.
Yeah.
It would not need to be consumed or destroyed.
Well,
be safe.
I'm sure if you lot can defeat a Karibashol, then you can bring my son home.
Big smile.
Aye. Thank you for putting the trust in us, and I'm sorry.
Right. Is there anything else you lot can do? I want to go have me dinner.
Yeah, sorry to drag up such terrible news and
No.
poor memories, but
No.
we'll gladly do this for you if it means your support. And yes, if we can convince the Forge Lord to assist us in dealing with these creatures in Ipanui, or if you can offer us any assistance.
I'm not sure what I could offer.
I mean,
So that
the
it send you
short
men
term.
charging across the jungle.
I can send you with provisions and supplies. Got some of the finest fruits here.
I think just a place to put our heads tonight. Might just. That's the only thing we're looking.
We don't really get many travellers here. But there's the resting eyes. Just down the plaza south.
Okay.
That sounds fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think it's about time we had a rest. It's been a rather long day.
We thank you for your ears and your
Yes, thank you for listening.
It is appreciated.
He nods to you and kind of looks towards the door.
Yeah, let's go.
We will leave it.
Yeah.
And we will head out. I go to.
Once we leave, perhaps not the news that you wish to hear, Ashley, but at least he may be willing to have the conversation in future.
He understands more than the Forge Lord.
Yeah, I suppose.
Alas, she can't come in and demand things.
I know. I just feel like my time here in the jungle has been for nothing, and their deaths have now been for fucking nothing.
We haven't failed.
No,
No,
don't say that.
it has not been for nothing because we are not finished, and you are not finished. It may take some time, and it may take more time than we want, but we can get the Forge Lord's support, and you can travel with us for as long as you need to, and come with us to these places.
Right.
Yeah,
Just as long as you save that knight's head for my hammer, then I'll be more than happy.
Well, I don't think I'll be able to kill him. Might take someone like you.
As long as he dies, then that's all the solace and rest I need. Sorry, that's Robert coughing.
No.
We will come to that.
Should we contact Ellie? Is it
Ella?
Maisie?
Ella?
Ella.
Yeah, because she fought him, didn't she?
Perhaps we can arrange a meeting at some point in the future. We have a lot of time and a lot of things to do before we think about dealing with Vashan.
Yes.
So, are you going to the Resting Eyes Tavern?
Yeah.
Right.
Eyes.
Eyes.
Nice.
So, where to next? Hadron's Basin?
Yes, I mean, we can travel all the way up to Hadram's Basin in not a long period of time.
Think wherever we want to go, just let me know.
I'm sad about our very poor haul today. Feels like such
Hey!
a wasted effort.
You win some, you lose some.
Yes, but we didn't win any.
Well,
Roman.
I
Because
just
somehow
realised
I
I
feel
need
them.
to put the actual dynamic lighting on this map instead of just. There you go. There we go. Oh, it should be daytime mode though.
Dark and green.
There we go.
Ah, there we go. Jeez, you go and do a hunt and you
That's at
get
the door.
presents for people.
Is this with the dog? Can we?
Yes, the door opens, and let me put on some tavern ambience.
Jaden, you thought it was a cool hunt, right?
Yeah,
Oh, look at this on the floor.
it could have been much worse.
What do you mean?
Yes, we could have found nothing.
Yeah, or like something that could have eaten us.
I don't think so.
It is unlikely.
I'm confident that we could easily slay one of these death tyrants.
Or there could have been like a group of fake of us, and like Gara wouldn't have like been able to tell the difference, and ran off with them.
So I'd rather not find that.
Mm-hmm. What about drink, though?
Yes.
Yes, let's get a round of Tesh for everyone.
Hedge.
Ah,
Ashley will come in.
ah. What the fuck? I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Walk through the wall.
So you can see that there is an upstairs, and you can see that there's kind of like a balcony overlooking down into it as well.
Ooh.
There's
And
quite
there's
few
a nice set of tables here.
Right, everyone, time freeze for a second. As Roman goes up into the area where there are some tieflings.
Oh, that's literally just as I was saying it.
Roman, as you're kind of
Wow, there's a lot of tieflings here.
as you're stood up and kind of walking around, you can see that this tiefling over here kind of turns and locks eyes with you, and there's almost very something different about them. Make a perception check.
Well. Huh? 14.
Okay. There's something off about their appearance, but you can't quite put it. But then and this other one is kind of has kind of moved into position as well slightly, and the red-skinned one goes, "Do you think you would be safe anywhere?" And their voice is distorted and weird, and it almost doesn't match the movement of their lips. "Do you think that everywhere... No, sorry. Do you think that you would find sanctuary anywhere? The plane belongs to him, and you will kneel." Oh god, I can't do the voice without coughing.
Drink some water, Rob.
Get some
Oh my
water.
god, I fucking do need to get some water. But you can see that their illusions now drop
Oh, fuck.
as they were double agents. As
Kyle, look out!
as you can see, two devilly boys, and there is a wide pulse of this dark, corrupting energy as the other tieflings in the bar, the other Vilkin, rack their heads, clutching
no.
and cry in pain.
No!
And we will take a break.
I came back at a great time. Oh, wait.
We will take a little break. And
Jim and Norman are just hanging out outside.
we'll come back
Yeah.
at 10
Hey
past.
guys, what's happening? What?
Oh fuck!
And I was like, oh, cool, a table.
Trapped. Walked right past the disguised devils.
Damn it.
Oh, let's get like a shift Z on those guys.
Okay.
I don't like the weird insect devil demon.
Okay,
thing.
so there's
I
this
don't
one,
like him. Oh no.
I
He's
hate it.
fine. He's
It's-
fine,
and
right?
then
One of
this
the-
one.
Oh no, I hate it.
What the fuck even are those?
Is that a soul dragon?
Um,
No.
Yeah, before we have a break, you can roll Arcana checks. Religion checks. Sorry, to know what they are. It is religion. Roman has no idea. Norman knows that the one to the Jaden knows stuff. Okay, so you know that the one on the left is a bone devil, and the one on the right is an ice devil.
Nice devil. Creepy.
Nice.
These are greater devils. The hierarchy goes lesser, greater, and then archdevils. Really, these are in the realms of greater devils. So definitely higher CR.
I just came in to have a look, and I will go back out. Right,
Okay, so we'll come back at 10 past.
Okay, see you in a minute.
See you in a bit.
so we're back live, and because they did monologue at you, you're not surprised, as I just said. And we will start at the top of the round with Roman.
Honey, we need to get out of here.
What about the people?
God damn it. Get back to hell! Roman shouts as he then casts a level 5 banishment and attempts to banish the devils.
Ooh, okay. They are magically resistant. Because
So it'll have
advantage.
advantage on the DC 18 charisma saving throw.
Okay, so the Ice Devil first. Saves.
Oh my lord.
Oh, jeez.
And then the Bone Devil. It also needs to roll advantage. Saves.
Oh, fuck.
As they
Damn
have
it.
pretty girthy spells. Using the powers of Verkal against us is futile. You are his spawn. This world is his, and you will kneel. Nowhere is safe. No one is safe around you.
And as a bonus action, Roman's going to use the ring on Norman. Like, Norman, get over here! I need your help! And he's going to let him use his move. So let's see.
Whoops, I clicked the wrong button.
So you can use your full move without provoking attack of opportunity.
There.
Nice.
And then Roman steps around here, and that's me.
Alright, the Bone Devil crunches and smashes his way through the table, sending splinters and shards everywhere as he goes, "You will not escape me." Right, so it makes 3 attacks. Okay, so 2 with its claws as it goes to lunge down towards you, Roman.
Shit.
16.
I use my fuck. No, I'll take the hit. Arg.
And then another claw attack. As it swipes down, and you can see its clawed hand embed down into the wooden floorboards. And you can see that it rips them apart as it splinters and sunders before it spins around its long, gnarled tail like a spear aiming straight for your heart. Schwink.
Shit. Arg. Yes, that hits. Ouch.
And can you make a Constitution saving throw, please?
Con save. I make
As
it,
you are not poisoned.
but I still take all the poison damage. Ow! Arg. That really hurt. 40 damage. Ew.
Next up, Jaden, you can see all this like carnage unfolding. Oh no, you can't. You can hear like these horrible guttural words being spewed from inside. There are screams coming from inside the tavern. Ashley has not rolled initiative. Ashley is out of heals, unfortunately. Fucking hell, Ashley.
And Jaden will bounce in, and he'll spend a key point and use Step of the Wind.
Okay, so that's bonus action to dash, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. And go here.
As you go past this Vilkin here, you can see that a weird kind of like hellish blade has just finished coalescing in its hand as a horrible black glossy look across its eyes has formed as it goes to swing at you. Schwink at 21 as it catches you on the back leg with its longsword for 10 slashing damage.
Fuck! Oh, everyone get out! And then he'll start swinging at
lots
this
of
guy.
people are screaming. That's a hit for 15 piercing.
Ooh.
And that is a miss as he raises a big, horrible kind of pole arm and catches it on the haft.
Okay. And I can't do my second lot.
Yeah, you've already used your bonus action.
Yeah, he will pivot and move the... Sorry, I need more room, and that is his turn.
Okay, so then next up we have one of Verkal's underlings as the man clutches his head and the dwarven woman goes, Arnsworth, what are you doing? What are you doing? As he then moves and goes straight towards Roman.
Oh, shit.
And swings with a long sword.
Ugh.
And pulls out a hellish short sword. Swing.
Ouch. That also hurts.
And then the Ice Devil. Your friends are too late. You're already in our grasp. As it and it goes in with the spear as it tries to skewer you. Oh, it shouldn't have been advantage. So a 13
Just
misses. And then goes in with its tail as well. And you can see there is a cold rime around the entirety of this creature as the tail swings in and clonks you.
Ouch. I take half cold damage. So it's just 17. Ow.
Yeah.
Ugh.
The Verkal underling looks at Norman getting ready to go in and help. And goes, the Corruptor will have you all! And goes for Norman. And critically hits.
Shit. Yeah, he hit.
She hits you for 11 points of damage. It's not magical.
You've got adamantium in here.
Oh shit, of course, yeah, mine's not broken. Lol.
So 7 points of slashing.
Oh, poor brute. Oh, shit.
And,
Ow!
and then the short sword. Also
Oh,
hits?
that matches, yeah.
Wow, and plus 4 to
I got these
hit.
guys.
Damn, son.
Maybe we can heal them.
This one goes in for Ashley. Ashley turns, parries with her hammer, and then short sword, she gives him a square kick to the chest, pushing him back as he swings in with the short sword. Norman, it's your turn.
Ah, right. Move forward. This ice demon does it look like it can be tripped up?
Yes, big boy. Just so you know, this is a slight elevation here. Jaden looks like he's run up it, so it's probably about 5 feet up, and then there's like a little hand railing and stuff.
I'll go up and over.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is probably the best place for it. Right. So yeah. Oh wait, shit! As a bonus action, I'm gonna turn my whip silver for one of my dice.
Ooh.
Ooh. Black. So 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing as it gets caught, and you can see the silver stings as it hisses, its mandibles chittering towards you, its big buggy eyes. Horrid.
I'm gonna try and trip him up for my next attack.
Ooh. He will try and make a strength check. I don't think he can make that. No.
It was a very stonky roll.
As you grab his weird kind of like chitinous leg and pull it from underneath him as he slams, smashing the table behind him as he is prone.
Ah! And then Whipoo.
The whip hits for another 9.
And then I'll action search to go again.
Ooh.
Another hit for 14. And another hit
Oh,
for 10.
Another hit.
And another.
Gonna add the damage dice on. Blah.
For
It does
15.
Max, doesn't it? Because he's a fiend.
Oh yeah, this is super.
Oh yes, of course, I forgot about
So that's an extra 4.
that. Yeah. It's been so long.
Right, next up then is Honeyil.
Damn it! And she grabs Roman and Didos.
Ah!
Let me just move all the way to the bottom down here, and she will stand in front of him. So he'll be like here.
Okay.
Boop.
Okay.
His Roman's looking really beaten up. He's just got
Don't
this
kill the
shit Roman.
Vilkin! Try and incapacitate. Do not kill them.
Oh.
They don't know what they're doing. Everyone else, get out! Get out!
Oh,
Roger that, O'Neill.
I forgot to turn on my radiant damage. Oopsie.
Oh yeah.
So it's like an extra 6 radiant damage. That's minimum because I could,
Okay.
or just not
E-
because I forgot.
I'm happy to say minimum. That's fine. Anything else, O'Neill?
No, that's my turn.
Neve.
Neve has a panicked moment as she's thinking, like, rustling through some, like, spell components. She's just, like, as her, like, hands crack over the terrible power, and she's like, no, wait, trident, and she will throw the trident forward, and, keep it quiet. She's flicking my hand while I'm trying to use the mouse. Ew. And we will cast Watery Sphere, my favorite
Ooh.
damage control spell.
Oh yeah. Pick up all the
land it
land.
on this one.
So they need to make a strength save, is it?
I think so. I
I'll just be restrained and start drowning.
Yep. They are restrained and they are drowning.
Are they drowning?
They're in a ball of water, so probably.
yeah, probably. It doesn't
Say
say.
It's mostly just being.
They're getting.
But I feel like thematically, it's not great. So yeah, that's I am going to move up this way, and that's my turn.
Ashley turns to the Vilkin down here and she raises the icy sledge and clunks towards the face. Bonk for a lot of damage. So that's 22. And then she goes for the second swing and non-lethally goes with the butt of it and
Yeah.
bonks them across the head as they then collapse down to the ground unconscious. So let's do like a little dazed icon. Do I have a dazed one? Probably. There we go. Round 0. Everyone goes
What?
shit and begins to run away.
Everyone.
Someone busts open a door. This person's going to go through here. So I'll try and make this as quick as possible. Sorry.
Sorry.
They will run there. And let's just open that door that person went through. Top of the round, round 2. Roman.
Oh. Happily in
Shoot the
safety.
big things.
Yeah. Yes. Roman climbs the stairs a bit to try and get a better vantage point to blast this big icy boy. Oh no, he's prone. He's going to blast the bony boy.
Go for it.
Eldritch Blast. 17.
That misses as it catches a particularly hard bit of bone and does not hurt him.
Think. And then
A 20
hit,
does hit.
and he's going to try and knock it back. 8
And-
force damage.
And he will be knocked back 10 feet.
And then he fires his third blast for 15 force damage.
And another hit. Is that your
And
turn?
then, oh, sorry, go on.
No, well, I was just asking if that was your turn, which I don't think it is.
Yeah, and then I use a bonus action to activate the Pilgrim's Ring.
Yes.
Jaden, hit that thing with a stunning strike.
Ooh.
Aye, sir.
That's a hit
Stunning strike.
for 11 points of damage, and it needs to make a con save. It saves.
You're
Anything-
trying. But that's my turn.
Verkal, cast your gaze upon us. Send us aid. As the Bone Devil will try and conjure some more devils. And it has a 40% chance of doing so. for its action. So it needs to roll 40 or under. It did, as it summons 2d6 spined devils.
Oh my
How many?
god.
Two spine devils, you say?
So 6 spined devils. Do I have spined devils? As whereabouts do they appear? Let's in a space within 60 feet of them. Go! Hunt him down! Bring the boy!
Go. Fuck.
As a bunch of these flying spined devils will appear. So let's see, 60 feet away. So... Oh, wait, no. So that's 35. Sorry, my map is not... so another 25. And we will place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll roll all of their initiatives for next round of combat. And then he will jump over here towards Jaden. Jaden, it's your turn.
Okay, Jaden is going to attack this guy, so he's tripped, so is that advantage yet?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Pia!
That's just a hit. For 11. And another hit. For 12.
And I'm going to spend the key points in Flurry of Blows.
Go for it. That's a hit.
And I'm going to spend the key points in Stunning Strike.
Okay, he will make his con save. He fails, he's stunned.
And then my last one.
A critical hit.
Nice.
Ouch.
Stay away from him, lad.
Alright. Anything else?
No, wail on him, Norman.
Next,
Aye, lad.
next up is a Verkal underling who cannot get in amidst that melee. So we'll come for Neve.
No.
No.
And go for a longsword. Slice. Short sword. Slice. The short sword slice hits.
Yeah. Ow. Yeah, cool. That one passing. Stay
And
away.
Neve just shifts the ball slightly. Nope, you get in here now.
The Ice Devil is stunned. The Verkal underling is trying to break out of the restraint.
I don't know what the suffocation rules are.
It's
It's
it's going to be a long time before someone
But it is a
suffocates.
while.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like minutes.
And this guy is essentially out of the combat. Norman, it's your turn.
Yeah. Right. An attack on the fall down boy.
That's a hit. For lots, that's 22 points of radiant.
Move. Another one on him.
And that is another hit for 17. He is very badly hurt.
Shit.
Oh, is he at the threshold yet?
What is the threshold again? Sorry.
25?
25.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that would have been 2 rolls that he. Yeah, 2 rolls he would have had to make. So is it con rolls?
Hold on, let me see again. It's wisdom, I believe.
Okay, so
Yeah, wisdom 15.
passes first one, fails the second one as he bursts into light. No!
Hit. I'm gonna step forward, use my bonus action to shield slam this boy and try and knock him on this. But even though he looks like he has wings,
He
it
does.
shouldn't be advantage.
He does have wings, but he is not flying. So he'll try and save. He does not. He gets bunts down on his bum.
For my last attack, I want to try and grapple him.
Okay. And he will try and save against the grapple. He fails.
Yes, the chain cage.
Norman is the fucking demon slayer. The devil slayer.
Honiel, it's
The
your
dominator.
turn.
O'Neill is gonna do a little cartwheel over the top of the table, and she is going to cast Dragon's Breath on herself, and then she's going to exhale a 15-foot cone of acid, and I'm casting it to level 5. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't know whether if I stand there I'll get all 3, or whether I stand there I'll just get 2. Can I have a 15-foot cone? Do we sell
15-foot cone, maybe. I can bring one in.
Oh, you can.
See if we have a burning hand.
I think you can get
Something
those
similar.
3 in front. And this is responsible fire because there's water nearby.
Responsible acid.
Alright, so here's the
Fire
15-foot cone, and if we give permissions to controlled by Becky. Okay, there you go, Becky. That is controllable by you.
Guess it would be like. I don't mind getting those two. I don't. It's a weird angle.
You might be able to like angle it slightly more, like if you kind of I don't know, like place it kind of like.
Yeah, if you said
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like I didn't know whether if I stand there, then it would go from there, or whether if I stand there.
No,
Either way.
I'm
I don't mind
happy to
standing
say you can
either.
get all 3 of them.
Cool. I will use the dragon's breath. It's tragic roll, but it's acid. They might not be resistant.
Acid. So 3 deck saves.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 2 of them save on +2. Of course they do. 14. So 2 of them save for 7. 1 of them takes the full 14.
I almost regret standing here, but this is fine. This is fine.
As it looks like it badly hurts them. They do not like the acid.
But yeah, she's mostly adopting like a defensive position to take focus away from Roman, even though they're going to go for him.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's my turn.
Neve, it is your turn.
Okay, well, we are going to move the watery swift.
I will use this again.
And we're gonna ram it down this way. What do we ever get these 2 in?
Yeah.
Cool.
Gotta catch them all.
So there will be 2 strength saves. And 2 of them are in there.
Yeah.
Fucking love water.
It's my favorite part of the fight.
And I'm going to continue my stance where I am, just like waving the trident to the side as I stare down the guy in front of me, just like, don't worry, rest.
Ashley's turn. She goes, "Watch out, O'Neill," as she's not very comfortable with that thing being right next to you. She swings up high and knocks it out of the air. It's gone. Yeah.
Thank you, Ashley.
And then she turns back around and goes for a big baseball bat swing on this one to try and knock it out of the air. And doesn't quite knock it out of the air, but still does a lot of damage. And then people's turn. These people are going to be home free. This person is gone. That person is gone. Yeah, all the NPCs are out. Round 3, we will roll initiatives for the Spine Devils.
Yeah. All roll bad. Bad start. All roll bad. All bad.
Ah!
Come on!
Alright, round 3. Roman, you're up.
Okay. Roman runs over here, gets himself into a position, and as he's running, he unleashed a flurry of Eldritch Blasts on several of the Spine Devils.
Woo, run and gun.
Firstly, he fires one at this one.
Go for it.
Blast!
Yep.
And he sends it reeling back 10 feet.
And no, as it was recoiling from Ashley's mighty swing, you strike it straight in the chest as it punches a hole through it.
Ah, excellent. And the second one at this one.
Go for
which
it.
will have advantage because he's all restrained. And blast him for 6.
For 6, it looks very badly hurt, but it's just about okay.
And the last one will be at this guy behind the sphere. Not at kablam!
That's a hit.
13 force damage, and he's going to yank it into the sphere.
Yeah, you are. And it's gonna... what's the save?
19?
19, yeah. Yeah, it's in the sphere. The sphere's full.
And he runs back over here.
Right,
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to use the Pilgrim's Ring, and I'm going to tell Jaden to hit that thing with a stunning strike again.
Yeah.
Well, it's down.
that's a hit.
And you have advantage.
Oh,
But it's fine.
got a key point to do that. Yep. There we go.
Yeah.
And it will make its con save. It's not stunned. As on its turn, it angrily wriggles around on the floor covered in the chain, trying to lash out towards Jaden. I will drag you to the hells with me. As it goes for a disadvantage claw at Jaden. I don't know. Yeah, that apparently I clicked initiative, but whatever. It misses.
Jaden hops over it.
Misses. And
Hops
then
over it.
its tail goes to try and punch a hole into Jaden's chest. And
Misses.
misses. The spined devil. Get the boy, you fools! As the spined devil flies straight at Roman.
Ah,
And goes for one of its little bite attacks. Chomp! And it raises its little fork and tries to stab into him.
No.
Bam!
Good lord.
Oh my god.
it stabbed. I take half damage, and it stabbed me in the temporary hit points. Ouch!
Jaden, it's your turn.
Gonna beat this guy up. An advantage. Yeah.
That's a hit.
I'll spend a key point and stun it.
You will try and save. It saves.
Okay.
And that's a hit for 15.
Max
Damage.
max damage.
Spend a key points in flurry of blows.
Go for it. That is a hit. For 15.
God.
Big damage.
And another hit.
I'll spend another key points and try and stunning strike it.
Oh my god, those
It
fucking-
is stunned.
Wait!
The boy did it.
Noise.
Stay away from him!
Maybe. It did nearly 60 damage.
Stay away from my dad.
And that is my turn.
The
When he
Verkal
gets the full
underling
kick in his dad.
engages in combat with Neve once more.
No.
A swing and a miss. And a swing and a chronicle hit.
Stop.
Concentration check. You're fine. A spined devil inside the sphere does not want to be inside the sphere.
It's fine.
It's in the sphere. Another spined devil is in the sphere. The underling of Verkal does not want to be in the sphere. It stays in the sphere. Norman, it's your turn. It is stunned, grappled, and restrained, and prone. No, it's not restrained. It's stunned, prone, and grappled.
It's alright. There's too many things to keep track of on that boy. Oh, that should be advantage. Oh, wow.
But that
was
is a
advantage.
miss.
My lord.
Another one.
That's a
I'm
hit.
going to use 2 superiority dice on this boy.
Ooh, so it'll be like a mat.
Blah.
So that's 20, not 12. So that's 38 points of damage. Whoa.
Yes, it is.
Is it under 25 or 25 and under?
Oh yeah, what is it?
Oh, what's the wording?
This is very
Damn it,
important.
scroll.
25 or fewer.
25 or
25.
few.
Ooh, is it on 25 by any chance?
Yeah.
Yeah!
As it crisps up into ash that turns into dust on the wind.
With each disruption, we get closer to prevailing over the forces of hell. I've got movement left. This is a bad boy, right?
Yeah. He's got a HP bar. He's
Don't
bad.
kill! Don't kill!
Oh, yeah, is he, he seems to, he was a possessed boy, right? Someone was shouting at him, being all like, what are you at, lad? What are
Yeah.
you doing, mate?
Yeah. It was Jaden.
Shit. I will try to, I will shield slam as bonus action. Blah. Ooh, that's low.
He's still probably not that great at it. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, no, he's.
Ooh!
Is that knock back or knock down?
Knock down.
Knock down as you turn around and you get the shield right in the back of his spine, and it takes the legs from underneath him.
Bam! And then the old grapple combo. That's not a grapple. Oops! I killed him. No, just kidding. That should be advantage, I think. So it's a 14.
Yeah. And he's grappled. He's got
Good
the one.
lord.
He's got the 1-2.
Yay! Okay, that's my turn.
A spined devil inside the sphere. They're there with their little forks trying to poke their way out. They're not. Honeal, it is your turn.
We just start moving.
Like how you bring out the code as soon as your turn starts.
We go over here, and I'm basically gonna be angling it so it gets the 3 spine devil sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. So
And sort of misses the Vilkin.
they make dex saves at disadvantage, don't they, when they're restrained?
I
I'm pretty sure they would.
so. Let me just check.
That's 3 fails anyway, regardless of those advantage or disadvantage.
Yeah. It's dex saves that they have disadvantage on.
Yeah.
17 points of acid damage.
As the acid rips straight through the watery sphere, getting rid of all of them. Man, I can't believe I chose to summon spine devils instead of another bone devil. That was a bad move on me. They were shit.
Luckily those boys will never return to their master. You fucking killed them, bro.
They've been erased.
And Honey will move back down here to support Roman slightly more. But that's my turn for now.
Neve, it's your turn.
It's the
Kill devil, and maybe I can try something with the Vilkin. I don't know.
bloop.
Okay.
I was looking at one hand that's like starting to get claws and dripping things, and you're like,
Nope. It's grapple prone and restrained.
Loose by chain as it starts getting whipped up by the warders.
Okay, yeah.
Chain
I
retract.
don't know what else to do.
Don't worry,
No.
I got this. As Ashley walks over
Partially.
and kind of
Concerned.
inverts her icy sledge, so it's just the pommel of it, and starts bonking people inside the sphere. Bonk for 18.
Go to sleep.
Oh wait, no, that was Neve's HP. Shit.
No! Hurt the orb, hurt the Neve.
And then bonk again. Yep, that one is unconscious. One more to go.
Jaden, do a shoulder pinch or something to put this one out. You can do that.
Okay.
Roman, it's your turn.
Roman's going to attempt to burst this creature in front of him quickly by blasting it with
that
psychic lance.
I did too.
Okay, it needs to make DC 18 int save. It's not looking good.
What's his mod?
It clutches its head as it pops and screams and collapses.
God, its brain just explodes in his head.
That's fine, he's going.
Oh, that's gross. I go over to whip and clean it up after initiative stops.
I'm gonna take out this last one.
Incapacitate them and bring them together, and maybe I can try something.
Yes.
Fine.
But yeah, that's my turn.
Jaden, your turn.
Okay, Jaden's gonna hippity hop.
He vaults over the railing, lands down, and approaches the watery sphere.
Yeah, and I will punch the sky. Oh, that was not
Critical
meant to be
hit.
advantage.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
For 18 points of damage, as you smash him straight in the side of the head.
Yeah, I don't want to kill him. It's
Yeah,
just-
I know.
Thankfully, the water cushions his brain.
Another hit for another 10. It looks dazed and confused, almost as if it's got 1 hit point left.
Ooh.
Bonus Southpaw.
Yeah. Bonus action, Southpaw. Yeah.
Bam. And that one is also unconscious. We will stop the initiative order.
Yeah, as he sees it dazed and just gives him a little jab in the chin, and he just goes like, "Hmm. I think you can drop them from the sphere. They might start drowning."
Yeah, and like slowly get the sphere to
How to hold your breath when you're unconscious.
like Norman and Jaden, you get covered in water if it goes spoosh.
Refreshing.
No.
Okay.
It's safe now.
We're really okay.
Sort of. Bring them together. Maybe
Yeah,
restrain them with rope. And I can maybe try to heal them and then try something.
Rope it. I start talking.
I help.
Can you use Beacon of Hope? That be of help, do you think?
I'm going to try something else. I don't know if it is going to work.
Like, you could see from what these underlings were, they were, when you walked into the bar, they looked happy and normal, but as soon as that kind of like pulse of evil, corrupting wave came out from the devils, it was almost like their eyes were filled with only hatred.
O'Neill, I can ask the bones if you want to, but whether it'll be good or not, or you can just do it.
No, I'm going to try it anyway.
Okay.
Okay, so they are all tied up and sort of comfortable. Firstly, I'll do a mass cure wounds so that they'll all have some hit points. So 1, 2, 3, Roman and Eve and Norman, I guess.
Yes, so as they all start coming to, they all begin to start spitting hatred and vile obscenities at you, screaming that the corruptor will have his day, this plane belongs to him, you are foolish to try and contend his will, the boy will fall, and the seed will find root in this land.
They are
Okay.
filled with so much hate.
That's enough of that. In the
Let's just
sack.
turn it around, okay?
Coincidentally, I have 3 sacks.
We're going to remove the hatred from them, and Honiel starts waving her hands and is going to cast Insight Affection
Ooh.
on the general area.
Yeah, as you can see that your kind of holy symbol Tasuni, which also is in tandem connected to Shrine and Tails, glows with an emanating feeling of love and affection, and everyone feels such camaraderie and companionship towards each other, even though you're not really the targets. But you can feel that Honiel's very presence here is a binding group of compassion to all of you, and you just feel so much more at ease, and you can see some of the hatred begin to slowly ebb from their eyes as the power of love from the gods begins to mend their ails. As they
She just whispers like, "Remember who you are."
as they begin to slowly start to become a lot more subdued and confused before there's no more hatred and they fall asleep.
I think it's.
Oh, look at them.
Did it work?
Oh, I'll take off the sacks.
Well, yeah, they're not calling you dickhead anymore, are they?
I hope
Yeah, you
so.
dickhead.
Aye?
No, stop. It's rude.
The great corruptor fills people with hatred, and it has so easily influenced on the Vilkin here.
Man is going to heal himself.
Oh.
He touches his body, casts Cure Wounds, and heals 26.
I was all excited for a moment then that we had got to meet a few Vilkin.
Well, we met some of them. They are asleep now.
Good.
Yes, we didn't. No one died this time.
Yeah,
I can say that.
we're getting better at this art.
This isn't the first time something like this has happened.
No,
Rowan said that too, Ashley.
it is, and it will keep happening.
Oh, yeah, did your Master Cure Wounds hit Ashley too?
And 3 Vilkin, Neve, Roman, and you.
I'm only down 9.
Oh, then yeah, sure, Ashley. Why not?
Efficient.
Big heat.
Do you think they'll stay calm?
2 back.
They best fucking had.
So, I don't know if. I mean, it is not going to shield them from future attempts, I suppose, but it might help.
You can almost feel a whisper on your ear, Honeyhill. That should have been "It drives your friends," not "I drives your friends."
I think it may have worked, though. I can feel it. I know it. This is what can save them.
This is great.
You have the power to break his hold.
Well, at least I can try, and that is all we can do. I think that it has worked for these Vilkin. It is the power of love and compassion, you know?
Yeah.
It makes us stronger.
Oh, you can really tell her. She's from the clergy of Shireen and Tail.
Yes.
You did.
Funny though, that you'd find a place like this that's so in tune with how you are,
It is
who you are as a person.
They are so alike to Suni. It is like they are one and the same.
Well, so what do we do with these 3? We can't just leave them lying here.
No, we can unbind them.
Yes, Barkeep.
Can someone please tell me what the fuck just happened? Is everything safe? What happened to those folk?
They were influenced in the mind.
It's for cause corruption.
You saw the devils that were here.
No, they were just Vilkin. They only came into town a few days ago. I mean, they seemed a little odd, a bit quieter than the rest of them. But I would have noticed if they were devils, right?
No.
They were concealing themselves with magic.
Oh God!
These Vilkin are safe.
I served them drinks.
Yes.
Okay. Don't blame these 3.
Yeah, did they pay for them?
They didn't know what they were doing.
No, it is not their fault.
Well, Godspeed good that you lot were here to help.
God's be good that I hope no one was hurt of your
Yeah.
patrons or yourself.
Looks like everyone managed to get out before things got dangerous.
I don't think much was hurt apart from my furniture. Ooh, just a sec, the dogs are barking.
Girls, stop. Hey, stop. Ow.
Kiko?
It's good job, everyone.
Thanks, lad.
That one's smooth.
I don't know how long these will stay sleeping.
Right, I'm back. Sorry.
It is a big ordeal from what they have been through.
Do they-
never
I'll
mind.
keep,
Do these people have rooms?
No. They would just come in here every other night.
Perhaps we. How many rooms do you have spare?
Well, we haven't really. No one's really lodging any of them. We've got four single beds, a triple bedroom, and then we've got a larger suite.
How much for the 3-bed and the large suite?
Fuck it, free.
I mean,
We're
we can take
willing
these
to
guys
pay
in.
for lodgings or a room so that we can put these places in a place of comfort. You know, these people here, but until they wake.
We'll keep an eye on them.
Because yes, we will keep our eye on them and make sure they are okay.
5 silver then.
Okay. Honey will pass over 5 silver.
Could you do us a favour and tell the speaker of what has happened here?
Yes, of course. We'll pass on word.
Oh, and could we get some food as well?
Yes, of course.
How much is it?
Modest meal. 3 silver pieces each.
Okay.
Yeah.
6?
Food.
Okay.
30 silver pieces. Blink.
An extra 3 silver if you want meat on top of that.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Jaden, if you can help, I don't know, right some of these stools and chairs. Norman can
Oh yeah,
give me a
sure.
hand taking these people upstairs. I will watch over them.
Yeah, I can do that. Great.
I can check their dreams if you want.
Oh,
All right, so I will
Or you
move.
can
I
check
will
their
move
dreams.
them upstairs, and they will be in a bedroom upstairs.
Yeah, I mean, all this area over here is fucking ruined.
Yeah,
Like, almost
absolutely wrecked.
I mean, since I kind of blew the Bone Devil through this table and chairs.
Yeah.
Did anyone prepare mending?
No.
I
I can.
I
But
can.
it doesn't really work when
I don't know.
the bench is in splinters.
We don't have a random wand of mending or something. We've got a bunch of just
No,
random stuff.
I can
Oh.
have something.
One of secret stuff.
It would take some time. Maybe
Yes.
we can. The least we can do is help a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, and after we eat, I want to go and see what local stores are like.
I don't believe there's much around here, but certainly worth a look, I suppose.
There must be one place that has exactly what we need.
It's getting quite late. Perhaps tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Right, so you guys do have free lodgings here. The innkeep is more than happy. So there is a double bed in the larger suite, and then there are 4 single bedrooms.
Ooh.
Brilliant. Yeah, we'll take them, and as I said, I can help.
So we're just going to
speak
fill up the inn, basically.
Yeah.
I could try using my carpentry kit to help prepare some of the stuff. Some of
But-
the less smoshed stuff.
But if you guys want, you can have a long rest, and I might call it a little bit early tonight, just because it feels like a good stopping point, and my brain is starting to get frazzled now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
understand.
Well, future
Anil's
reference,
basically going to stay with the Vilkin and watch over them.
We'll want to do a dream
And yeah.
on them just as curiosity.
Check their dreams, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay, but good games, guys. Sorry, it was a little
Yeah,
bit shorter than normal. We're still able to get. Yeah, still able to get shit done. Spoke to the speaker, got like a bit more of an objective and kind of like a solidified thing of no, the people at Ipanui are bad. Had a little bit of combat and stuff, and you're ready to go to Hadram's Basin or potentially the bee people next week. I might be able to have that prepared and stuff.
Bees!
Can we do our long rest right now?
Yeah. Do your long rest right now, if you want.
Thank you. So,
Change the spell.
I'll move you guys up into the bed suites as well, so to the right hand side of the map.
I love how it just like automatically does the spell slots. Ah, it's so good.
oh, and before going to Ipanui, I have to, or for it, I remember that they were looking at me strange. I have a feeling they can kind of sense my weapon.
So the largest suite is here, and then there's the bedroom here with Honey.
I will go in this one.
Ashley is going to place herself in the larger suite.
God damn it!
The ladies in the larger suite will take the single.
Come on, Neve, let's bunk up together.
Okay,
Where's the single ones?
I can't
Oh, yeah.
see.
Opened up.
This way.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
So dark in here.
It's so dark. And that's where we will leave tonight's session. Good games, guys.
Good
Yeah,
game.
GG.
Very good.
Thank you, watch people.
Bye.
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 Bye.